Okay. There we go. Hello, young and inspiring adventurer. Are you ready? Are you ready to start an adventure? No? Yeah, me neither. The wrong button. Anyways, are you sure? No? Well, today we're here to teach you to become a very powerful adventurer. Kill your enemies, get loot, and money? That's what I thought that would change your mind. Well, what class do you want to be? There are several different classes in this game in Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. Heavensward, not sword. Heavensward. We have, how about a pugilist? No? Yeah. What about a bard? Yeah, no one wants to play sissies anyways. How about a class so powerful, it drops so much destruction, fire burns, children weep every time you kill something with it? Yeah, I figured. Well, then the class for you, the class and job for you is the third, I can't say name, but we'll go by its job. Black Mage. The Black Mage, a destruction-based class that drops fire bombs like, I don't know, fire, I guess. Yeah. So, what kind of abilities do you get as a Black Mage? Well, in your class, the one that we don't talk about because we can't say its name, because why not? Well, very simple. You get Blizzard at level 1. Fire at level 2. Now these play an important role in your rotation, especially at level 50, which we will go over. Now, let's talk about Blizzard and Fire. Well, what do they give? Well, one, their damage. Fire being your strongest, and Blizzard being something else. Yes. Same. They're about the same. Alright. My notes says otherwise. Anyways. So, well, what does Blizzard and Fire do for you? Well, if you go Fire mode, you get a buff called Ancestral Fire that stacks up to 3 times after level 40. What does that do for you? Well, young inspiring hero, it increases your fire damage and mana cost of all fire abilities that you cast. For instance, Fire, Fire 2, Fire 3, and Fire 4, which we will get into later. Now, what is Blizzard? Well, Blizzard slows your target, puts heavy as an effect, an additional effect, and also grants Umbral Ice, which also has an Ancestral Fire also lowers the mana cost of your next Blizzard ability, unless you have 3 stacks, which then also lowers the cast time. It makes it very quick for switching in and out of Ice and Fire, which will become very important later on in the future when we get to the rotation guide. This is just giving you some basic abilities. Level 4, you get Transpose, which allows you to switch in between fire and ice. Now, switching between fire and ice only grants 1 stack. It looks something like that, and you're not supposed to see that. Anyways, you don't have that yet. You didn't see that. I didn't mean to push that button anyways. Alright, so, the next ability is Thunder. Is a dot, a lightning damage dot that deals lightning damage over time. We'll get into its additional effect later. There's a little special talent you get. Surecast. Make sure your next cast isn't interrupted. Use it during AoE damage. Sleep. It's CC, no one cares about that. Blizzard 2. An AoE ability that spawns off of you. It ain't that good, so don't worry about it. You're not going to use it. You ain't going to use it. Now, let's scroll down my notes here. Scythe, or Scythe, whatever. And an instant cast ability that you will use, probably never, because I actually don't. But, however, there is a chance that when it procs, it will deal double damage, if I remember correctly. No. Thunder 2. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. Fire 2. Your AoE fire ability. This will be used a lot in your AoE rotation when we go over that. So, be sure to take notes. I hope you're taking notes there, hero. Because it's going to be an adventure. Thunder 2. A stronger, more powerful dot for Thunder. It is the improved version of Thunder, but however, its cast time is increased. That's its only downfall. At level 26, oh no, I'm in the game. At level 26, you get Swift Cast, which makes one of your abilities have an instant cast. Yay, instant cast. Very useful. Very useful. At level 30, you get Mana Ward, which creates a bear that nullifies magic damage up to 30% of your maximum health. So basically, if something's about to do massive magic damage, pop that sucker, and you get to go. Good. Fire 3. This deals fire damage with a potency of 240. It is your most powerful fire ability up until level 60, where you get Fire 4. That is an ability that you will want to look into later. Now, do we cast Fire 3? No. We'll get over the rotation later. We're just this ability is Blizzard 3. Well, Blizzard 3 is you're gonna use these two abilities are mainly going to be your switch abilities. This is how you're going to switch in between fire and ice very quickly, because at 3 stacks of Ancestral Fire or Umbral Ice, I'm probably botching the shit out of this because that's not English. You automatically get your 3 stacks of each of fire and ice. So if you go from fire to ice, you cast Blizzard. If you're going from ice to fire, you cast Fire 3 and Blizzard 3. The other way around. God damn it. Anyways. Garrity, no, don't care about that. And at 46, you get Thunder 3, which is your most powerful Thunder dot. Also, I should also mention that with that ability, it is the longest cast time of 3.5 seconds. Well, it has the longest get. Yeah, Blizzard Fire 3 and Blizzard 3 have very long cast time, so it's not worth using. Plus, they cost a lot of mana on top of that. So we'll get over that later. Now, Thunder 3 is another dot. It's the 3rd lightning dot damage. It's your strongest hitting dot, and you want to use it when you get the trait Thundercloud, which you get at 26 before you even think about getting Thunder 3. So, you've made it to level 50. Congratulations. Or you've made it to you made it to level 50 as a Thermomite, but something's missing here. What about your job? There's a job in this game, right? You have an advanced part of your class. Huh. Well, let's get to that one, my friend. So you just hit level 30 as the class of the Black Mage. Well, you want to move on. You want to become a Black Mage. Well, all you have to do is hit level 15 as an archer. No one cares about archers anyways. So, what do you get as a Black Mage at level 30? Well, at level 30, you get Convert, which takes away health, but gives you back 30% mana, which is very nice. It's very nice. Freeze! Don't even use that. Don't even worry about it. I said this earlier, but Apoctostasis. I don't really use it. Neither should you. I mean, it reduces a party's member's magic vulnerability by 20%. I don't really know what that means. 180-second cooldown, but you're not really brawling for utility. You're brought for damage. I think. Mana Wall grants a barrier that nullifies physical damage. 20% maximum health. Very good. And now the most important AoE ability ever. Flare. Deals fire damage with a potency of 260. Nearby enemies take more damage, less damage, up to 50%. So this ability you will use. Now another reason why you use this ability at the end of your AoE rotation, and here's why. It's 100% of your mana. So you go quickly and fast. So, we've made it to level 50. Congratulations. Wait a minute. Don't panic. It's okay. We're here to explain your rotation. Are you ready? Alright. Then let's do this. So, the level 50 rotation is very simple. Don't mind this level 60 shit. It's very simple in my eyes. Step 1. Don't look at these two abilities. We'll get to these abilities later. So, right, like we said. Like we said, level 50 rotation, very simple. Number 1, start off by casting Thunder. Very good. Number 2, put up Fire. 3. That will give you your third stack, your 3 stacks of Ancestral Fire. Step 4, pop cooldown. Step 5, spam Thunder 1 until out of mana. Or you get a proc that I forgot to talk about, which is Firestarter. Firestarter grants a free level 3, a free Fire 3 insta cast, no mana. Use it as soon as you get it. And you're low on mana. Firestarter proc. Hit Firestarter. Your dot's falling off. Make sure you refresh your dot because you didn't get Thundercloud. Refresh Blizzard 3. Boom. Oh, and now you have Thundercloud. Now, use Thundercloud, use Thunder 3. Deals way more damage. Very good. Now, don't let Blizzard 3 fall off because you won't get that quick cast. Oh, look, Cloud procced again. Very good. There, that's your basic level 50 rotation. Very easy. Use Fire instead of Fire 3. Fire 3 to get your 3 stacks. If it falls off, use Swift Cast. I usually use Swift Cast as part of my opener. Now, let's go over the opener here. So, with the opener, what do you want to do with your opener? Well, step 1, Swift Cast, Thunder 3. Begin casting Fire 3, and use Fire. That's your very, very basic opener for a Black Mage. Very, very simple, I have to say for myself, but I've been playing this for a while now. A job. And, you know, low on mana, just Blizzard 3. You have all 3 stacks of your Umbral Ice. Very good. Now, let's get into decided that level 50 was the way to go. Let's talk about level 50 abilities on. So, forget to go. Oh, I'll do it later. So, let's talk about, well, let's say you're ready. Are you ready for level 60? Yeah, everyone's level for 60. So, leveling level 60 at level 52. What do you get? Well, level 52, you get Ley Lines, which increases your attack speed by 15%. Use on cooldown. Sharpcast, which ensures your next additional effect from Fire, Thunder, or that other ability we don't talk about, because, again, don't care, gives its additional effect. So, you get Firestarter if you use Fire, or if you use Thunder, 1, 2, or 3, you get Thundercloud. Kind of weird because it's based on if it's damage ticks when it's not ticks. At 56, you get. At 56, you get increased magic damage dealt by 5%. You get just increased magic damage. Enochin or something. I don't fucking know. It's not. Again, it's not English. You get an ability you have to keep up, and an additional effect of this ability also allows you to use 2 new abilities at 58 and 60. We'll get there. Blizzard 4 and Fire 4. Now, Blizzard 4 is, again, an ability getting used in Blizzard. Now, these are very different. Blizzard 4 and Fire 4. They both deal 280% potency, or 280 potency. However, they don't give us our stacks, our Fire stacks and our Ice stacks. So, watch out for that. Very important stuff there. We'll get into that in the rotation. Now, what am I thinking here? I forgot. Alright, so, well, Blizzard 4 can only be used when you're under the effects of ice. So basically what that means is this. So when you use Blizzard 4, you have to be under the effects of your ice. So basically, when you're switching, you still use your basically your default level 50 rotation until that changes level 60. So let's get into that. And then you got Fire 4, which is basically the same thing. I don't know why I print screen there. Oh well. Now, so what makes the difference between the level 50 rotation, level 60 rotation? Now there's two rotations in this game because you still do level 50 content in this game at level 60, high level dungeons, trials, all that stuff. Now, let's say, well, let's do the same opener rotation as we did with level 50. Instead, let's change it up a little bit. Let's add 2 new cooldowns and 2 new abilities to the rotation. That's very simple. Step 1, Surecast. I always apply Thunder 3 because it is the strongest sneak dot and it lasts the longest. Step 4, Ley Lines. Go with Fire. Raging Strikes. And spam Blizzard. Fire 4. But wait. Don't let that Thunder 3 fall off. I'll explain why. Because you won't be able to cast Fire 4 if your fire stacks fall off and you can't cast it. Low on mana, again, switch to Umbral Ice. And when you use Blizzard 4, however, your little damage cooldown that you can use, it's a 60-second cooldown, 30-second buff, is refreshed when you use Blizzard 4. Now, as you can tell, since I don't have an ice up, I can't use that. However, let's say your fire falls off, pop Surecast, use a Fire 1, Fire 3, boom, and you can go right back into Fire 4. Use Fire 4. However, it's very important you don't let this buff fall off because you will lose a lot of your damage. At 60, that buff is very important. Keep it up 100% of the time, and that's your basic guide. Your basic single target rotation for Black Mage. Again, openers start off with Surecast. So you go Surecast, Thunder 3, Fire 3. Honestly, if you also get procs, be sure to use them right away if you can. Otherwise, don't fall off. You gotta use your procs because they do a lot of damage. Make sure fire doesn't fall. Make sure your fire stacks do not fall off like they did there because I'm talking. Pop your E ability, as I call it. I just call it E. Increase your damage. And see how fire falls off there. You can't use the stack. However, you can use it at 1 stack, 2 stacks, or 3 stacks, preferably at 3 stacks for the most maximum amount of damage. Low on mana, switch to Blizzard 4, and use Blizzard 4 to increase the damage going so you can keep dealing more damage. Ley Lines on cooldown, and use Fire 4 constantly. Make sure you use Fire 4. I get it in at the eye level my Black Mage is at. You get it at man, don't let the buff fall off like I am, but I am talking, so it's very hard for me to monitor that buff. Make sure you use all the buffs you have to help out, and yeah. So I hope this guide helps you out learning how to play your Black Mage better than me, because I'm terrible at it. I'm just kidding. I hope this guide helps you out. So I hope this guide helps you out. So be sure, very simple priority system after that. Keep this up. Use this when you're in your fire stacks, and if your fire stacks were to fall off, use fire. So, very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. At least, I don't know. Now, also be sure to keep up Thunder at all times, whether it's Thunder 1, 2, or 3. I usually use Thunder 1 when I'm in cooldown mode, unless Thunder Cloud procs. Then I use Thunder 3. It doesn't really matter. Low on mana, remember, use Blizzard 3 to switch. However, now another thing could happen is this. You're not very low on mana, but your buff is about to fall off. You got it down to, I don't know, say 15 seconds. You kept it up for long enough. If you do, it goes, so the buff starts at 30. This buff here will always start at 30. Right? So this buff will start at 30. And you'll want to make sure that, say it's, I try to refresh it around 10 seconds, so you drop it. Now you can only use Blizzard 4 under Emerald Ice and under your other ability. And Blizzard 4 grants fucking Guild Seller. Anyways, So say it's about to fall off again. Use Blizzard 4. It cuts it off by every 5 seconds every time you refresh it. So it goes from 30, 25, 20, etc., etc., etc. Usually around the 20-second mark, it'll be pretty close. If it's not coming off cooldown, it's a 60-second cooldown. You kind of want to keep it up 100% of the time as best as you can. But if it falls off, it falls off. It doesn't really matter. But you're going to lose out a lot of damage. Not too much, I guess. I really don't know. I try and keep it up as best as I can. But some fights, you'll just lose track of it, dodging a mechanic, and there it goes. It'll fall right off. It's okay, though. It's a very short cooldown. But you kind of want to keep it up most of the time. So, that's it for the Black Mage guide. I'm also going to include, obviously, gameplay of it, maybe with some music in the background, or me doing the rotation, so you guys can actually see the rotation in fights in a dungeon. I thought about doing the raid, but I really don't know. I do need to run the raid, so this would be the excuse to do it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching the first guide that I'm probably doing, hopefully not the last guide. So thank you guys for watching. Oh. Well, here, you've done it. You've successfully learned your rotation or your priority system, and now you are ready for the big leagues. Are you? Alright. Well, should we do a dungeon? Yeah, we should. Well, now are you big and strong and ready to fight? That's what I thought. Alright. Now don't panic. So we're going to queue for a high-level dungeon. Or we're going to do one of the new dungeons, and we might do the raid. Okay, the raid isn't that scary. It's fine. Alright. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how well I did. I feel like I did pretty bad. This is my first time doing a guide, so give me a chance. If you did enjoy this, be sure to like the video. Also, be sure to comment if I missed anything. I don't think I did. I made sure I took notes ahead of time. Also, leave in the comments below the next class you want to see. I'll give you a hint on what classes I have at 60 right now. I have Monk, Ninja, and a Machinist. So if you want to see any of those guides, please let me know. I will gladly make one for you. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.